Hi everyone. I welcome you to International Institute of Professional Security, IIPS. Today we are looking at maritime security, and the content of our training shall be Introduction, Boarding Procedures, Procedures to Receive Stores, Security Patrol, ISPS Equipments, Shipboard Planning on Security Level, Company's Security Organization, Company's Emergency Response System. Following the tragic events of 11th Step 2001, development of new measures relating to the security of ships and port facilities have been developed by the IMO and the drafted International Ship and Port Facilities Security Code was adopted. This code is enforced from July 2004. This video contains shipboard procedures to be adopted by the ship staffs to comply with the International Ship and Port Facility Security Code. Every company initially have to carry out a security assessment and draft a ship's security plan which is duly approved by the administration. All procedures to be followed by the ship staffs are detailed in this ship security plan.
Boarding procedures. Here are some visitors. Let's see how they are received. The visitors are stopped at the boarding point. Since there are more than one visitor, others wait till the first is checked. The visitor is checked for his identification, such as passport, driving license, or such similar documents. The duty officer informs the concerned officer.
Yes, sir. One Mr. Sanjil Kumar from Seacalls Security Agency wants to see you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I was expecting for him. You can go through normal checks and then you can set him up, please.
Roger, sir. I'll do that.
After his approval, the visitor goes through the security checks as per the existing level of security. All his belongings are placed in a separate tray for inspection. Then, the visitor is screened with a metal detector. The visitor is issued with relevant safety gears. The duty officer checks all entered details and all columns are filled. The duty officer issues a visitor's pass for an exchange of the visitor's ID. After the checks are over, the duty officer informs the concerned officer.
Yes, sir. The person has been checked and everything is fine and has been issued a pass. Shall I allow him, sir?
Yeah, okay. He can just be there. I am sending a junior officer. He will accompany him to my cabin.
Okay, sir. Copied.
The visitor is escorted to the concerned officer. The next visitor is now allowed and will follow the same procedures. Procedures to receive stores. The ship store arrives. All the stores are placed free of the access and walkway. The duty officer intercepts the supplier and inspects the delivery challan. The duty officer informs the concerned officer. The officer concerned arrives with the confirmation order list and cross-checks. The officer inspects the materials arrived. Checked stores are stamped and placed separately. Security patrol. The security patrol routes at various levels of security. The ship staff follows the route and carries out their patrol duties. One officer here checks the funnel door. The lifeboat door is checked for any tampering. This is one of the restricted entry door and is being checked. The freshwater sounding and filling pipe is being checked. If the seal is broken or tampered, immediately SSO is to be informed. The officer checks the rat guards. The rat guards should be as away as possible from the ship side and the shore as well. Remember, the rat guards, besides serving its purpose, also can restrict human entry. The booby hatches are now being checked. The oversight illumination light is being checked. As per regulation, the oversight illumination should be adequate to illuminate 20 meters around the ship. The oversight being sighted for any small craft. Forecastle booby hatch is now being inspected. The hawse pipe can be an access for man entry. Therefore, covering this pipe is important. The oversight being sighted for any small craft. The accommodation interior patrol is being performed. Access to restricted areas are limited, depending on the security level. The officer here checks the bridge doors and ensures that they are locked properly. ISPS equipments. Night vision binoculars.
This is a night vision binocular. Can be used for viewing objects in the night time. To start with, we can operate equipment simply by removing the lens cover first, then put the power supply on, and if there is acute darkness, you can visualize the objects moving into the darkness with the help of IR illuminator. This is the switches here. They are the IE boxes, binocular lens covers, and this is the housing containing twin number batteries, 1.5 volt each. In the night vision binocular, if you see the blurred object or dimly lit object, you should always change the batteries. With the help of this equipment, you can view objects in the acute darkness up to the range of 200 or sometime beyond, depends upon the battery strength. Thank you.
Dogleg mirror.
This is dogleg mirror, which is basically used to sight the interiors where the normal vision is not accessible. Say for example, if there is an open ceiling and if you want to see at the back of the ceiling, just put the mirror there so that the image is reflected, the back image is reflected on the mirror, so it is visible. And this can be used in any nook and corner of the ship, and this is extendable and it is flexible also. So this is very handy for all the interior places.
This is a portable,
High beam torch.
intrinsically safe high beam torchlight. Very easy to handle, and this is very useful to illuminate a small darkness around the ship side, even though we have enough lighting around the ships. The power of this light is about 2 million candle powers. Very easy to operate, very portable, easy to carry. It has got its stand down. It can be opened like this, can be closed like this, and the swivel handle can be pressed like it can be for search button and all. It's very handy. It can be closed like this. The small on-off switch to operate this light is provided here. Can be switched on like this. The other way is switched off. It can be regularly charged by using this adapter.
Metal detector.
What is this, sir?
This is a metal detector.
Okay, and what does it do?
This used to find out metal and electronic items.
Okay, how does it work, sir?
It's very simple. It's very simple to use. There's a switch here. You have to press it and push forward.
Right.
Now the equipment is ready for operate.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever we take this equipment close to the object, it gives alarm like this.
So
Like
it
this.
mainly works on the metals.
Off. That's correct. The same switch can be switched off like this. We have to push it and pull back.
Okay.
And this can be charged by using this adapter. It's very portable and handy.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Shipboard planning on security level. The master and the ship security officer are discussing about the security level to be maintained for their next port of call.
So the CSO has asked us to enhance our level to security level 2.
The SSO, Ship Security Officer, through Master, contacts the PFSO, Port Facility Security Officer, and confirms the maritime security level in force for the port of call. He also confirms security requirements for cargo handling, any security incidents or threats reported by the port, any special requirements put forth by the port. The SSO, through Master, informs the CSO company security officer regarding the security level to be maintained during their next port of call. Company security organization. Company security officer.
Captain Lancherin.
The CSO looks after the implementation of the code and compliance with the SSP, Ship Security Plan, on board the vessels under his fleet. His responsibilities also include determining what threats may be encountered by the ship, ensuring that vessel security assessment and periodical reassessments are carried out, modifying the SSP whenever required, carrying out audits, identifying and rectifying deficiencies and non-conformities, enhancing security awareness and vigilance, ensuring adequate training, coordinating with SSO, coordinating emergency situations, relating to the security of the vessels under his fleet.
Morning, Ishwaran.
Deputy Company Security Officer. In the absence of the CSO, the DCSO will act as a proxy for the CSO. Company's emergency response system.
Yes, Satya.
That's a message from Coastal Pride Security. It's a threatening.
Whenever there is an emergency relating to the security of the vessel, the SSO contacts the CSO in addition to PFSO and other such authorities.
Ragim, Chairman here. We got a message from MV Coastal Pride. Could you come over here for the emergency team to be organized?
The emergency team in the office responds to the situation.
Morning.
Ishwar, yeah, Chairman here. We got a message from MV Coastal Pride and they got some smuggled goods found in 2 boxes.
Okay.
Could you come over to organize our emergency team?
Okay.
Okay, I'm waiting for you. We just got this message from Coastal Pride. Master informed some smuggled goods found in 2 boxes unclaimed. Okay, and also we acknowledge his message that we got your message and our emergency team will be organized to advise on this matter as per ISPS requirement. Okay.
So the master's message, he suspects either smuggled goods or some explosive devices inside. Yeah. They have not touched the items but informed the local agent and the PFSO.
Yes.
And awaiting their action.
Yes.
So what will be our next course of immediately what we should be doing?
The emergency team further responds to the situation as appropriate.
In this training video, we have seen few key operational training procedures. The master and the SSO should further familiarize themselves with the SSP and train other officers and crew on board. Brought to you by International Institute of Professional Security, IIPS. Thank you for your cooperation.